There we go. Cool, cool, cool. So, have you been making much music recently, like the last few weeks?
So I have been revising two tracks. So I think the last time did our one-on-one, I got one track signed.
Oh, really?
Um,
Nice.
yeah, and I think it was actually the
Congratulations.
one we worked on. Maybe I can't remember. No, I think
Sweet.
it might have been. But
Yeah.
anyway, I've been working on three other revisions. I have two demos now that we can go through, and then I
Mm-hmm.
have one idea
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by revision? You just like have a track that you produced in the past and you want to revisit it, or what do you mean by that?
Revision is like just doing like a remix on it, not an actual remix,
Oh,
but like
okay.
revising the mix down.
Okay, okay, fam. I get you there.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we can do that, sure as hell. I can give you every input that I can think of and see. All right, what do we have here?
Oh yeah, when's your party coming up? A few weeks?
It is in. Oh, it's still a while to go. It's like two months and 10 days, so it's still like a while to go. Right
Oh
now, like
really?
after this coaching call, I'm gonna go to catch up with my business partner. Like she's a DJ as well, like business partner as well. So we're gonna check out the club a little bit. We're gonna sign the contract and just have some ideas. We want to just like sit there, look at the club, and see like, okay, what do we want to put? Like, what kind of symbols or what kind of vibe do we want to create here?
Hmm.
But I'm really looking forward to this one because I'm pretty confident that we're gonna sell all the tickets. I haven't really started selling yet a lot. I mean, just once in the
Hmm.
story and stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited. Have you any
Yeah, I
gigs in
think
the? Yeah,
I was going to say like that would be like good content you can probably film is how to throw
100%.
an event because I'm wanting to do that my own because there's not really a big scene here.
Uh huh.
Um, I mean, I do know a guy that just opened up his own club, but he has his own events and stuff that he throws.
Mm-hmm.
So I might just go to his thing tomorrow and try to
Mm.
network and see if I can work out anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you guys have like maybe DJ events or like how do you call them meetups in where you live?
Yeah, so they have what they have called open decks, which is basically you sign up every 2 weeks and you just kind of play for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So they have that every Thursday.
Have you done that
Um
before or not yet?
yeah, so I've done that a handful of times, maybe five
Mm-hmm.
times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sick. But usually it doesn't really lead to gigs, doesn't it?
No.
Yeah, I have the same experience. I was in New Zealand as well, and then they had also open decks events every Wednesday in a bar, and you just have all those like we had 15-minute spot like slots, and then we had all those drum and bass DJs. I was pretty much the only house music producer and DJ who was playing, so people
Hmm.
just go there, play. They don't really give a fuck. At the end of the day, and the end of the day, there's just DJs. Unless the DJs don't throw their own events, I don't know. It's like difficult to get gigs and stuff. But I feel like throwing an own event, if you know like there's an audience of house music, like people who like house music to dance to, throwing an event is not that difficult if you think about it. I always thought like, oh, it's difficult, but it's not. It's like obviously having someone who wants to do it with you makes it really easy. But I mean, you pay rent, which is like 175 maybe a person, or 180 or $200 a person. Then a few other things about the bar and stuff. So like it
Hmm.
is easy. And the good thing about throwing an own event is that you can literally you decide when you want to play. It's like your choice. It's like not you always wanted to like fit into like a club, but it's not about you wanting to fit somewhere. It's about you creating your own event and then say fuck it. Like I created my own, and then you add the DJs you think will might suit that event. Um, yeah, I never really thought about before I came to Canada. I never thought about that. Yeah,
So what part of Germany are you from again?
it's called Freiburg in the southeast, no southwest.
So how's this? What's the closest biggest city to you or from there?
Well, it is kind of a big city, I guess. It has like 200 or 300,000 people who live in there.
Oh
It
wow,
has
okay.
it has some size, but it's also not the biggest city for house music. I feel like it's very quiet almost. I think it's a very quiet city. But if there's a big city close by, it's Stuttgart. I don't know if you've heard of that ever.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Anyway, do you want to get started into one of your projects? Something you want to
Yeah,
show me?
sure. Let me share. So I have two things on SoundCloud you can just kind of listen and go for, but
Yeah, sure.
I will show you the one I'm working on now. Let me pull it up. I don't remember how far I got. The song I already got the name of. It's called Horizon.
Okay.
Um, where is the share button? There it is. See request.
There we go.
Sweet. I got most of it done. Oh, that's surprising. I finish it? I might have finished it. I don't know. I can't remember. So I also this is the first time I'm ever using this live plugin called Song Sketch. Have you heard of it?
No, not yet. What is it?
So Song Sketch is literally this. It's a plugin to Live Instrument, but it will actually it will write out the um arrangement for you.
Uh-huh.
So let's say you get like an 8 bar idea.
Uh-huh.
You can go here and you give you all the genres. So you can either do like a deep house arrangement, you can do
Hmm.
Chicago style, Detroit, New York City, or if you want to do techno, they got hypnotic, peak time,
Yeah.
and there's just
So
like I guess it's just different arrangements that they have. And then once you get those 8 bar loops, you hit the two arrangement thing, and it'll spit it out for
oh
you. And then
wow.
you kind of, and then you can kind of like do it because it's not like 100% perfect. You still gotta fill in the blanks and make it musical,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
but it's pretty good.
So just to understand it, you need to have the basic idea written down with the bass line and everything, and then
Mhm.
it creates the whole arrangement of the whole song for you.
Yep.
Oh,
So
crazy. Wow.
it'll take this. So the sections part up here that will show up. So they have the intro, build up, main, and it'll take your elements that you have already and align it with this.
Oh, that's crazy. Does it?
You
But
know,
it
you
doesn't.
do
It
it.
doesn't. It doesn't add any sounds, doesn't it?
No. So for
Ah, okay.
instance, I came up with this 8 bar loop here.
Uh huh.
Um, and I just put all the elements that you want to make a full song here, and
Hmm.
then you open up Song Sketch, you right click it, and then consolidate to a new scene, and then it'll
Yeah.
come up here,
Yeah.
all of them. You delete this one,
Uh huh.
the previous one, and then you go to the arrangement, and it'll just spit it out.
Wow.
So if you need to add, so it'll basically give you the basically your bare, but like your sketch of
Hmm.
the arrangement.
Hmm.
And if it's missing things that you want, you can always add it. You can add vocals to it, which I had to do here.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, but it's basically the outline is done.
That's really interesting. So it basically just saves you heaps of time because you don't have to do the arrangement. You obviously have to adjust it and stuff, but it saves you
Mhm.
heaps of time.
Yeah, and it like you can use a reference, but you then
Yeah.
then you have to like sit there and listen to which the breakdowns is and wherever like the different elements are coming in and at. I mean, it's
Yeah.
good to do that
Yeah.
if you're doing like a very niche song and whatever, but this is pretty standard, I think.
Yeah. Oh wow, crazy. All right, let's have a listen. Let's have a listen what you came up with.
Let's do it.
I think I can't hear it. I don't know if
Oh,
you've enabled sharing sound as well.
I always forget to do that. Let's see.
I think you can go on advanced sharing options and it should work.
Share sound. Yep, there we go.
Nice. Actually, I still can't hear it.
Really?
No, I can't. No, it's weird. Did you go on output? Like if you go on Ableton into output, and then it should say Zoom. There's like
All right.
a setting somewhere in Ableton, like options somewhere. What do we have here? Yeah, start. Last time, do you remember last time we did that? I don't know if you had to change something there. Or you might also have to do it over. So if you actually make it, like if Zoom is sharing your sound, but you can't hear it yet, then you might also have to go just on your settings in your computer and select Zoom or some other option.
I think it's this. Let me try this one. But when I'm on Discord, I have to do this the same way.
Ah, okay.
Your sound.
Yeah, got it. Perfect. Oh, just one thing. Also, when you go on Zoom on sharing, can you go on advanced sharing options and enable the high fidelity sound so I can hear it in stereo as well? Because now everything is mono and I can hear it like everything is like in a box. I don't know if you can see that option somewhere.
Let me just make sure it's not in mono. Okay, it's not. Is it advanced? So I'm in share, advanced, computer audio. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Can you still see my screen?
No, now I can just see you.
Embarrassing.
That's okay. No worries. Don't worry about it.
Share screens.
I mean, one big thing of music, being a music producer nowadays, is not just making music. It's about understanding all the technicalities of computers and all the stuff. Like you have to be a freak with computers to like get all the stuff working.
Oh, this is cool. Oh, look at it. Cool.
Okay.
Looks cool. Oh wait, can you see it now?
Yes, I can see you on the bottom left.
Nice. Okay.
Like a perfect YouTube tutorial.
There you go.
All right, teach me, Jermaine, how to produce house music.
All right, this is how you do Afro house music, straight from whatever, South Africa. I think I don't think I've done any processing to this. Like
Mhm.
zero, none.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I just left it everything out. I know it needs like transitions, a whole bunch of EQ
Mhm.
and stuff like that, but the
Yeah.
idea is there.
I love it. Like I think it's such a cool vibe. Such a cool vibe. I mean, it's not. It's. I guess this is Afro house, kind of, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I really like the sound selection. Is really, really well done. Definitely, like well done.
Thank you.
Like such a groovy, beautiful sound as well. So your intention was to create an extended mix. Like this is like an extended, it's a long version, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, this is actually what came. So when I did the song sketch,
Mm-hmm.
I did want it to be kind of long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want it to be 7 minutes long, but this is how it came out. So I'm not sure if I should um cut maybe a minute or two out of this.
Yeah.
Maybe take one of these breaks out. But this is supposed to be a build here too, so I need to either put a riser in.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought as well. Like the build-up is like definitely some. I think this could really use a white noise, but also like some proper like cool reverb, like some maybe even on the master channel some reverb, like something which gives it like the space feeling. A white noise riser, and then bam, 113. The drop comes in again.
Mhm.
Um, Also, what do you think personally of this? Like like it starts in the beginning. There's this hi hat, and it's panned to the right a lot, but it's like I don't know if it sounds very dry, but it's like very loud. I don't know. Did you choose that on purpose, or was it more like how the sample was, or what do
No, I
you
think I
think?
definitely have it panned.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. Which one is it? That's the bongos. Actually, was it bongos or congos? Whatever, bongos. Let's do that.
It sounds like a hi hat more. Like
Yeah, it's this one. So it's panned all the way to the right, like 25.
okay.
So I should probably on the intro keep it center and then pan it
Well,
automated.
yeah, like try in the middle first, or even try to put it stereo so it's into both directions. It's not mono, but it's like goes into both sides a little bit,
Mhm.
create a bit of like spaciness. But I think just on the right side because it sounds very dry and it's like almost maybe too loud. But try it first of all in the middle more, and then
Okay.
more to both sides instead of just one side. I mean, the idea is great because when you mix, it's good to have like certain elements in certain sides, so it's not like all in the middle, which makes definitely sense.
Yeah, that was the
Um,
only one that was extremely to the right for some reason.
yeah. So what, 25 is the maximum what you can put to the right, or
No, no. So
is
it's
it
50
100?
actually.
50 is the maximum. Okay.
Mhm.
Maybe try even, first of all, try less, try like 10, and then try 0, and then try, I don't know, both sides with like a
Well,
stereo.
this would be this too. This is straight centered.
Mm-hmm.
Change to the left. You know what? Actually,
Mm-hmm.
an idea now. Let's do no filter. I think no auto filter. Auto pan.
What do you think about adding a bit of more reverb to this hi-hat, just a little bit more?
I could just send it. Yeah, I got a basic reverb here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, it's really cool. I think you have a good talent for that, man. You have very good sound selection skills, which is the most important one in house music or like in music production in general. I think
Appreciate that.
are good.
See, that's fast, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this. It sounds more blended, yeah. Yeah, I like this. It's good. Also, just one other thing. So I feel like in the low end, I feel like something is not clear. It sounds like, do you use multiple layers of bass, or what is the low end made of?
It's just a sample.
Just a
So
sample.
this sample and a kick together. So, but the kick is a little bit short.
Hmm.
I can't remember if this is 100% a sample or if I spliced this.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Is there any
this is
processing on the bass?
none, zero.
Okay.
So I
Zero.
can do that real quick.
Okay, cool. I mean, sidechain compression, that's the basic what we need.
I can do that real quick.
Nice. Yeah, Kimi makes sense. Like if you haven't done any processing, of course the low end is gonna sound muddy. Like every track sounds muddy if you don't have any processing.
Oh, so I learned this trick from what's this? What's the guy's name? Dang, dude.
Zen World
No.
in the mix.
I can't believe I'm blanking. I can see James Hype.
Ah, okay.
So what he does, he takes his kick, he puts a Kickstarter or whatever shaper box, whatever, you can see the kick here.
Mm-hmm.
And what you want to do is either if you want a short kick or whatever, which is just take it where the kick ends,
Yeah.
copy that, put that on the bass, and it should be, because you know how sometimes when some side chains you it's just almost too much,
Mm-hmm.
or you don't, it's like you get a lot of phasing.
Mm-hmm.
This should help.
Nice. Yeah, sick. What I do as well is like in my case I use LFO tool. I
Mhm.
put the LFO tool like on top is the kick LFO tool, and I just see how long it is, and then I put straight under it so I can see them both visually over each other the bass, and then I side chaining so exactly the bass is ducked down exactly perfect to the length of the kick, so you can see both like on top of each other like this, and that also helps
that's
like
what-
a lot.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, good. I was finished
Um,
actually. Yeah.
I think that's what it does too. The same thing, because whenever you use the audio function,
Uh huh.
and you can actually kick do this stick the side chain on the kick here, on the
Mhm.
bottom, you can actually see both. Wait, well, you gotta have the bass point too.
It's on the kick and bass is on the same channel.
No, so I put it on the bass channel, the bass track, and then I
Mhm.
side chained it to the actual kick.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
whenever the audio comes up, you see the bass in white and the kick in yellow.
Oh wow, true.
So it's basically the same.
Yes.
Bass is a little bit longer, so I could, but that's gonna be you will just.
Yeah, cool.
Second. I guess I can just EQ this real quick. Now, does it matter if the EQ is before or after the sidechain?
I would say it does not matter that much because the sidechain doesn't change the sound; it changes the loudness. Usually, I have the EQ before the sidechain, but I think it doesn't make the biggest difference.
Probably doesn't. I just didn't know.
Because
Sure.
you, at the beginning of the day, you adjust the EQ regardless of if it's before or after. You adjust it based on how what sounds good. If it's before the kick or after, it does not really matter. What definitely matters if you have, for example, saturation and you have either a high pass filter before or after the saturation, because that makes a massive difference in the mix.
So, like, yeah, I was taught that you should always have another EQ after you saturate it.
Yes, correct. That's very correct.
Okay.
Because it adds harmonics, and if you add low harmonics, what for? Like, it creates mud again in the mix.
Mm.
That's good.
So whenever you add saturation, do you want to do? I guess because you can just separate it one to have just sub bass and then one all harmonics, right?
What do you mean exactly?
So like I guess for instance here, I can just play the bass. Wait, is it? So what was I saying? Oh, so you just have let me just do the opposite way. Just have 100% um make it a sub. Just cut all the lows too.
Hmm.
Then for instance, keep that there. Duplicate this maybe if you wanted to.
So what's the intention of what you're doing right now?
Um, I guess you can just keep it on the same one, but you have one specific for your high bass and then one for your low bass.
Oh, true. Yeah. I mean, you can do that. Mm, if it's the same sound. The question is though, why would you do that? Like, are you talking about having the same sample on two different channels, and then one just high passing the lows and the other one the highs? But what's the
Mhm.
intention of doing that? Like, you want to add different saturation to the higher ones, or what do you want to do with that? Because at the end of the day, what you
Uh,
have, yeah.
because I was just thinking if you keep um if you just have I guess it doesn't really matter, but my thing is if you have one processing only for the highs, you it won't it'll be less muddy, I think.
Uh-huh.
If you keep it separate.
What exactly do you want to process, like on the, let's say, higher ones? Like, what do you want to cut
I
out,
just want
or?
to I guess I'll just saturate all the higher harmonics
Mm-hmm.
on the high bass and mid bass
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So for this is you just have this, so you can just use that one bass as your sub here,
Mm-hmm.
and then this one could be the same thing but actually be the bass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. So let's just say for this, oops, we can keep that here.
Okay.
Whatever. But well, this one doesn't really have that much. And then I don't know, add like some type of deep saturation. So
Mm-hmm. So you thought, like, when you heard the bass sound in the beginning, you thought that it needs some saturation definitely in the lower mids and the higher end of the bass line.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It could be
I
like
get
a
you.
little bit more pronounced.
Hmm.
I don't know what to use this one. Um,
Yeah, bring it in the whole song so we can hear if you actually need it that much. Oh, I can hear a little bit of I can hear a little of a click on the bass channel. I think it's because
yeah, I think it's from I boosted it.
it's maybe even from the like when you use kickstart and same as LFO tool. If you have like if the volume cuts like down like this, then usually you have a tiny kick because it's not smooth. So there's usually a setting where you can make the curve a little bit more smooth and not like cut the volume down to 0 like in a millisecond. I think I'm not sure if it comes from the bassline or the kick channel, or in the kick channel on the kickstart. Yeah, I can hear a click in the bassline there. Yeah. Usually you can. How can we do this in kickstart? Just bypass this plugin quickly. Okay, that doesn't come from kickstart, as you can hear, because the click is still there.
Yep.
What other plugins do you have there? You have Neutron, which is okay. I mean, usually it's never the EQ. Usually it's the sound itself. You have tape saturation. Okay, I mean, what usually helps is to just mute, like bypass all plugins, and then you're gonna find out if it's actually the sound, like it comes from the sound itself, or like the sample. Yeah, I can hear a little bit. It comes from the top end or something. So option one, option one, like this click is usually in the higher end, so we could obviously use a low pass filter and like cut this click out. Or we look at the sample. I mean, yeah, let's just do that first. You're right. Let's do that first. See if we can cut it out with a low pass filter. Somewhere like. Okay, now we can still hear it, but it's muffled, so it's like a little bit gone.
You hear that still?
I can hear it, but it's like it's not as like clicky like in the high end. Bring it again to the right side and then to the left side again. Yeah, it's there. It's like literally there between 1000 and 2000 hertz, somewhere there. But yeah, just bring it to the left and cut out all this high end so you can't hear it anymore. Also, do you want to please go on the sample itself in the playlist or in the arrangement and just zoom in as much as you can? I want to see if there's some sort of, what do we have there? Okay. You see that little, it's like when you zoom in like a lot, I'm not sure, this click might be actually this little black thing in the beginning there, like this, it said 2.43, this little thing. So if you just select this tiny area and see if you can just let it play, like it's gonna loop it and play it a lot of times. That's the one. So that's this initial click sound. I mean, option one, you can cut it out, but then I'm not sure if then the baseline, I'm not sure if the baseline then is like lacking, because maybe, I mean, that gives that baseline some sort of energy or thumb or something.
Right.
But yeah, just a little detail thing I could hear. I mean, at the end of the day, in the whole mix, you're not gonna really hear it, but those little things are gonna make a difference if you're gonna be able to master your track pretty loud, or if there's maybe a little bit of energy missing in the end.
I could try. So I can probably I can probably put it back and do you think a clipper would help or no?
Um,
Probably not.
try it. See
Mm.
if it makes sense.
So if you can hear it.
Yeah.
And
Now I make it louder, like a lot louder.
yeah, you
That's the opposite of what we want.
yeah. Oh wait, do I have a? Let's make it. I just
I
make sure
mean,
to have a reverb too.
maybe limiting helps as well, but a very short limiter, like intensely short, like a millisecond long, and that's gonna cut it out. I mean, but ideally it helps if you just go into the sample and just cut this little thing out. That might help as well. Depends on which one is smarter.
I think we didn't really hear it at all. If we once we just oops.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the whole mix, the low pass filter will probably be enough. Because now I almost can't hear it at all. I can still hear the basis of the sound, but it's muffled and it's like quiet, so it will not be as relevant. Okay.
It's crazy. That's crazy how you can still hear that. I can't hear that at all. You're probably just younger than me. I don't know. All right. Well, I guess. Do you want to continue with this, or do you want to? How much time do you have left?
I have another 17 minutes, so we can still have to go till 6 o'clock. I mean Pacific time, and yeah, then I have to go there. But I would like to just like quickly, just one more time, just like listen to the main drop for like 5 seconds. Give you, I don't know, maybe last tip. I think this could maybe where this could improve a little bit, and then we can go to the next project.
Okay. Guess it's the main here. So wow.
Okay, cool. So I think the only thing maybe is just like still this hi-hat sample. I think it's good that we brought it more into the middle, but I think it either is a little bit too loud or it needs just some normal compression because it's like it almost over. It's like too loud, so it makes the kick like because it plays exactly in the same time as the kick. It kind of makes the kick push in the background, but the kick is like it is one of the most important elements. We want the kick to be like to punch out. So just like work a little bit on the volume there or like the compression of the hi-hats, and then it brings out the kick or the clickiness of the kick a little bit more out.
Okay.
Cool. Then
I'll play you. Close this. What am I sharing now? Sharing my screen. I can just do. I have two. One is pretty much done.
Mm-hmm.
I think all the levels are there. Oops. Uh-oh. Zoom just crashed. Hold on.
Oh, no worries. At least I can still see you.
It's crashing. It hasn't crashed yet.
I
It's
guess.
not responding.
Oh no. Oh no. Guess what happened to
That's
me
fine.
today? I wanted to record today a YouTube video, so I recorded
Hmm.
my screen with OBS. I recorded the video, really cool video. Like I was talking about the three biggest mistakes house music producers make mixing wise, and I recorded passionately. It took me like 15 minutes, 20 minutes or something, and then I like exported the video to my computer so I could start editing it. On my computer, I saw the video, everything looks perfect. I put the audio in of like my my shared screen basically, and the audio was perfect. But my screen, whatever I was doing in FL Studio, it didn't move. It basically froze. So I couldn't whatever I
Oh,
was showing didn't record it. So I have the vocals, I have myself talking, but like so I have to tonight. I'm gonna have to re-record just the FL Studio part. So I have to re-record my screen while I'm hearing myself talking in the background.
oh wow.
That was
I guess you
that,
can always redo it and just kind of dub over it again.
You're right. But I really like the energy that I brought out there, and kind of I feel like I can't really duplicate that. I would rather just like show it in FL Studio and just record it again, just in the DAW. That makes it easier. But yeah,
Yeah, that might. Yeah.
it is not always it is not always streamlined. There's always something going wrong in music production, and you have to deal with that shit.
It's freaking technology, man.
I know. But we're doing good. We're doing
So
good.
yeah, man, you're growing pretty quickly, so that's great, man. I'm glad you can do all this stuff. You can move and just concentrate on music, which is great. Good thing Canada's cheaper for you, I think.
Really?
I think it, yeah, because I think the Canadian dollar, if you're transferring from euros or whatever,
Uh huh.
it's usually stronger, so you get more money.
Uh
It's
huh.
not much, but you still get more out of it.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure because all my funds are Australian because I've lived for 4 years in
Hmm.
Australia, so I don't really know. It's like it's like $1 Australian I get, I think, is 0.9 Canadian dollars or something. So it's like, it's like a different story with me. Yeah. Do you
Oh,
have
so
a yeah?
is all your, I guess, YouTube revenue in Australian dollars or Australian money?
Yeah, it gets transferred into my Australian bank account. All the money I make, music wise or coaching wise. I mean, coaching is more PayPal, obviously, and PayPal then goes into my Australian bank account. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't really know a reason why I should change it.
Do you have dual citizenship or no?
No, I don't actually. I pay probably interest, like Australian interest, on my bank account, but so I need to file a tax return at the end of the year, but that's not much money at the end of the day. I just have the Australian bank account because just for the convenience. Are you still there, by the
Okay.
way? Because I can't
You
see
can,
your face.
yeah, I don't know if I should just stop it and just reopen it.
Does your Ableton still work, or you can't load any projects anymore? Ah, now we have two Germains. I will remove the other Germain. One sec. No, don't report it. I don't want to report you. There you go.
Oh no, don't do it.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Cool.
Freaking technology, dude. All right. Um,
Cool. Let's listen to one more project of yours. And so you plan to release a lot of projects in the next few months, like maybe on Spotify as well, or what's your
yeah, so I
idea?
do have one coming out later this summer.
Hmm.
That's an official release, and then
Hmm.
depending on all the feet, I might just do it anyway. Just like, cause I really like these two that I'm going to show you. I might
Hmm.
show you all one. This one is extraordinary. This is
Hmm.
called Africa. This was more like a deep tech, deep Afro tech, and this was just more like mainstream, like disco type rolling
Yeah.
techno. So,
Techno.
not techno. I'm sorry, tech house.
Okay. Do
But you
you?
maybe.
Yeah. Just curious. I was just curious about another thing. Just continue with that topic because that's another topic.
So the other one is more tour room like disco,
Hmm.
but I had feedback saying I should take out that disco rolling bass and just use the drums and the toms as the bass. So
Hmm.
that's what this is now. And
Hmm.
once I did that, they were like, "It you're like 99% there." So I just did that,
Hmm.
and hopefully it's done now. So
Hmm.
it's one of your feedback on it.
Hmm. Okay, cool. So the
So
feedback you
there's
got
that.
are the guys from Tool Room Records.
So one is I'm a part of the data transmission one where I
Hmm.
showed you on Instagram.
Hmm.
So I do their demos every Monday and Wednesday when I can.
Hmm.
And Lo Zecca is an Tour Room Academy alumni, and
Hmm.
I think he had one release on Tour Room,
Hmm.
and he's the main guy that gives up the most like technical feedback.
Yeah.
Graham is just like the label head, and he's like the Instagram guru guy. So
Uh-huh.
um yeah, they're like partners.
Mm, okay, I get you. So do you have already like kind of marketing strategy? Because releasing nowadays is not enough anymore to just I mean if you want to release it just for releasing it so people can hear it, but do you want to grow an audience as well, or you just interested in putting it out there without good like a lot of marketing behind it?
I definitely do want to have a marketing strategy. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm a part of his blueprint, which is basically how to grow as an artist and get more gigs and grow on Instagram because that's his niche.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what actually the best the I feel like Instagram is the best platform for DJs
Yes.
and artists. And it will show he teaches you how to do that 100% Instagram, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, any avenue that you want to. He gives you like a 30-day plan.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's really a lot. It's just I haven't really finished all of it yet. So
Mm-hmm.
um,
Does it go into like? Do you know if it goes into like organic? I don't know, reels, or because does it go into advertising, like paid ads, or what is it like? What's the strategy, like the general strategy behind it?
so he teaches you everything about um Instagram. So like for instance, like your reels, your posts,
Uh huh.
why these things are more important than the other.
Yeah.
And if you want like more engagement, you should do more like carousels.
Yeah.
If you want to like, you should always like use your story as like a billboard or a poster for your post, and then your post like it should be like a funnel. Like your story should
Yeah.
be your the announcement. The post should have like the retention or the full story,
Uh huh.
and then you can just say they have the posts, and then you
Mm-hmm.
can either have like a carousel to keep the retention,
Mm-hmm.
um, and stuff like that. And then he just goes really into in depth of each how to grow your following, like and
Uh
Instagram
huh.
has to offer. But
Okay. Cool.
he shows you how to get more plays on SoundCloud,
Mm-hmm.
Mixcloud, Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot.
Cool. All right. There's a lot to
But
learn.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically having three jobs.
Yeah, I know. I know. I've been focusing a lot as well on Instagram. I opened a different Instagram channel also now just for music tutorials and shorts and stuff. Then I have the artist profile. Then I have paid ads, which run completely over Instagram, which basically brings everybody to Spotify. I mean, mostly Spotify.
Mhm.
It's a lot of stuff. Like it's a lot of stuff you can do, but it's exciting. But you have to find the right ones that actually work, like the ones where you actually have proper results. And for me personally, the ones where I see the biggest results, like stream wise, stream numbers, is definitely
Mhm.
Instagram ads. That's like the biggest thing. Yes, you pay maybe more money, but it works really, really well with the Spotify algorithm as well because it starts pushing my music now into the algorithm without me paying Spotify. So that's
Oh, really?
the biggest one I definitely recommend. Like I have like a whole marketing strategy behind all of it, and it's not very complicated to be honest. It's very simple, but you have to just do it every 4 to 6 weeks, one more track, and I like that. Like I like to release every 4 to 6 weeks one more song.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like you should never release twice in a month unless it's like
Yeah,
huge tracks, maybe.
Yeah.
Even if then, like it's too much. You like
Yeah.
your audience needs time to digest your content.
Correct. Yeah. Every month or so, 1.5 months. I'm not sure if we have enough time to go through projects. I mean, I can still listen to it quickly if you have it there. I mean, but in 4 minutes I have to run to go to the club to check it out.
Yeah, I can make it real quick. So
Cool.
we'll just take it from. I'll just skip through it.
Mhm.
Extraordinary. Nothing but extraordinary. 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 Turn up the volume. Because we are serving. They are looking for ordinary. You better take several seats. Because we are serving nothing but extraordinary.
Cool.
So that's basically that.
Yeah, it sounds very much like Tool Room. I can definitely hear that. Do you so one thing I would definitely change is like make the clap definitely louder because the clap goes into like I think it's not loud enough. It needs to smack a little bit. What do you think that as well, or you disagree?
I think so because I kind of forget that I have a clap there, so it's kind of
I mean, the thing is, it's tech house, and tech house you need the elements heights and claps and kick to be in good balance, and the clap definitely needs to smack. And I don't know why they didn't tell you that, but definitely make the clap louder.
Yeah, they didn't say that like at all. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
strange.
they missed that because it's tech house. Like it's, I understand in Afro house because in Afro house the clap is usually pretty quiet or maybe not even existent really because it's boom 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 boom. And it's like the tech house you need the clap like loud, not too loud obviously. Um, what else? The low end. The low end is very boomy, very boomy. What else do we have? Also, I think that's an arrangement thing. You showed me the first drop, and I think in the first drop, I don't know if you wanted that, but you had, I don't know, some sort of shakers before the drop, and then when the drop happens, almost like the shakers are not there anymore, and then it kind of misses a little bit of energy, I think.
Mm.
Also, would you also add a bit of reverb to the vocals which come just right before the drop? Because they're like
Oh, okay. When it's
that's on,
like
yeah.
when it's like ramping up into the actual
Yes,
vocal.
yes,
Mm.
like a build up, and I think the vocals are too dry for this kind of build up in a way.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the
For the
tips.
first drop or the second one?
I think it was in the first drop, just before the first drop when you have those low pitched vocals coming in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But yeah, as I said, the clap. I think the clap is the most important one. Yeah. Yeah, cool.
100%.
That was it for now. I was happy to see you, German. I know that this time we were just two of us, but hopefully in
Yeah.
the next few weeks we have more people joining us, so we can have proper group coaching as well, and everybody gives their input as well. But I enjoyed it. I'm happy to like share and give you some tips and stuff, and help you grow as well as a music producer, because that's why we're here.
Exactly. Yeah, we got to do a collab one day.
Yes,
soon.
not sure if I want to do Afro House because I'm not into Afro House really, but maybe one day. We'll see. We'll see. I have to see. Like I've never really been to a party like that before, so we'll see.
Do you like Latin house?
Yeah,
Like
I do
Latin
like
tech?
it because it sounds very similar to Tech House, so I like that as well.
We
Yeah.
do tech house. It's the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, cool. All right, cool, Jermaine. Thanks for being here, and yeah, see you next time, brother.
Have a good night, man. Enjoy your night.
Thank you. You too. Bye bye.